All right, Kenman here, and the Mini Knife Shootout continues. Round 2, fights. So these are the ones that did not make the mini cut. These are all considered minis, but they're kind of larger, more fifth pocket kind of size. You know, this is the new Mini Momo. I wouldn't really call this a small knife. It's a full grasp in my hand, but because the large Momo is large, here's another example that's not on the table. This is the Mini Paragon. This is a beast, but it is called the Mini Paragon, which it is compared to the not Mini Paragon. So where do we draw the line? I don't know. So the ones that did not make the cut for the Mini Knife Shootout are here. Let's figure out which is the best of these. Obviously, I don't represent every company. It's hard for me to have every single knife. This is just from my collection alone, hence the mini Kaisers on the top row. But these are all great knives. I enjoy them. I use them. This one's on loan from Lanyard Man, so it hasn't been as much in my collection. Some of them are kind of new, but I'm enjoying all of these so far. So let's break them down and see what we can get, or which ones will move on to the next stage of this branch of the Mini Knife Shootout. Does that make sense? Sure. Come along for the ride. Let's go. All right, we did already kind of look at these in the last video, but today we're going to kind of get down a little bit more on the functionality and the feel, the usability of it. Front flipper only on the Kaiser Mini Momo, but that action is fun. It feels good in the hand. No real fidgety other ways to open it. It's pretty much front flipper only, but you can get on there and index finger it, which is fun. It feels great in the hand. So the usability, functionality of this is fantastic. It's kind of on the larger side of mini knives. But it feels good. This is a user. This is something I could have in my pocket, carry all the time, even be the main over a fifth pocket, since the size of it. I mean, really, it's a 4-inch handle. This is basically practically a full-size knife, but it's called a mini. So the Mini Momo. Not a lot of fidgety action, but it is smooth. It feels nice in the hand. All right. We have the Kaiser Mini Roach. Another one that feels good in the hand. Got that choke up spot right there. Forces your fingers into certain spots, but my hand rests in there really nice. If I back up on it, I still have a little bit of pinky grab there, but it's not quite as comfortable. It feels kind of weird. So to me, it's that full choke up spot. It's fairly comfortable. The curve isn't quite perfect, but it does feel nice in the hand. Action is good. It did have the flipper tab, which is removable, so that's an option that you can add and change, which gives it a little more fidget factor. I could be using that flipper tab if I wanted. Other than that, it's just the thumb hole, or a flick out, or thumbing out, which isn't as easy. Has some fidget factor to it though. Does have a cool little pattern on the handle. The Mini Roach. Good action on it though. It's kind of a stiff. If someone doesn't have strong hands, that might be difficult for them to flick out, so that's something to keep in mind. All right, Mini Militar. Boom, very fidgety, front flipper, flicks out nice, thumbs out easy. You can see the action on this. I really enjoy it. This one should go far on here. Fidget factor is high with the multiple opening styles. Ease of opening. Feels great in the hand, holding it back here and then jumping up on that, dropping your middle finger in that section. Definitely something I can carry around, use all the time. I really enjoy this. You'd probably be able to see my bias and my my top picks as we go through and look at all of these. But the action on the Mini Militar is fun. Feels about the same as the large Militar, just got that smaller size. Great fifth pocket. Could use some more jimps up there. Mini Militar. All right, this is the newer Kaiser shot. There's a little thing that I'm not as much of a fan of. Sometimes I get in there with that thumb stud and it doesn't flick out right away. You can flick it out with the middle finger pretty easily though. Boom. And it has the, see, it kind of has a little bounce back though. Doesn't always close perfect. When I swing it shut, there it went. But it does have a few different styles for opening. And it has a very classy kind of look. If you're wearing some dress pants or something, thinner, sleek, feels really good in the hand as far as when it's open, just for a usability. There is a fidget factor there. Kaiser shot. We are going through all these. I want you to kind of comment below. You're going to give me basically your top 3 to move on to the next stage. This is the Mini Sheepdog. Button lock action on there is really smooth and clean. No flipper tab. Got that hole for flicking out. Thumbs out easy as well. Small chunk of a knife. Another good grip on there when you get a hold of it. I got a full purchase, a little bit sticking out the back. And you can get in there and do some scraping, pull cuts, draw cuts. If anything, as a lefty, there I did it. I tried to do it on purpose. The button sticks out quite a bit. And in a certain hold, you could be kind of putting your finger against that button. And it's not the easiest. I can't force myself to do it because I always kind of pay attention to keep off the button when you're opening it. But if you were on that button, it could open, and as you're holding the button, it would maybe not be closed. Something to think about if you are a lefty and you have grip, I don't know, issues, or the way you hold it is more near that button. That's something to kind of think about. Mini Sheepdog. Okay, we have the Mini October. This one is fun. It does come with a clip that is swappable to both sides, but I took it off. It has this textured frag pattern, which is kind of tears this one as well. Well, I should have said that with the Momo. The clip, when you put it in your pocket with this texture, it kind of will rip at your pants and slowly wear them apart faster than a smoother handle. You can flick this out even though there is no fuller or anything for that. Just kind of a friction, just putting your finger against there and giving it a push, which is pretty fun. Otherwise, it has this small little flipper tab in the back that's easy to actuate. It feels like a larger knife with that choke up spot. Look at all that extra handle sticking out the back. Good little small user. That little ramp, get your thumb in there for doing some work. Kaiser Mini October. Last Kaiser on the not quite mini list is the Urban Bowie. This thing is great. This one's pushing the other size. I was kind of, the smaller sizes is more the ones where you can't get 4 fingers on there. All of these I can basically almost get a 4-finger grip with my larger hand, and most of the others are 3 or less. The Urban Bowie is great though. Just in the hand, feels really good. That curved belly for getting there, doing specific jobs. Point still can get in for some pokey tasks. Action is really fun. Easy to open and close. That flick out or the thumb out is your only option. I got the lanyard, Edyards on there. Nice make by the guy. And it feels good. I enjoy this one quite a bit. The Urban Bowie. All right, leaving Kaiser behind for now, we have the Rough Rider Apta. This is the Wharncliffe Apta. This is a slip joint micarta. Feels amazing in the hand. I just love the way this one feels. I feel like it's something that I have it to pull it out to make a cut or something. That point is very specific where you can get it, do your work. Nice long flat blade, hollow grind on there. Slicey, thin. The micarta feels really good. It is a walk and talk slip joint, so that's the action on it. If that could be a make or break, some people will kick this one out right away just because the fidget factor. It's a two-handed required open and close, but it does feel great in the hand and it fits in this size category. Rough Rider Apta. Boom. Okay, we have Lanyard Man's Mini Osborne. Fun fidget factor. You've got that lock on there, the crossbar axis lock from Benchmade. flicks out really nice. This one should do really well. All the action. Feels good in the hand. A little heavy because this version is the copper, so that gives it a little bit more weight. You can swap the clip to the other side. Does feel good in the hand, although I wish that choke up spot was just a little bit bigger. I'd get up in here and have a lot more of that extra handle to grab onto. Kind of forces me to hold on right here, which feels a little loose, but that action is nice. That lock works well. Feels good. Very fidgety. Mini Osborne. All right, we have the CRKT Piet. This is just a simple, no-nonsense, $20 or less knife. FRN scales with this texture on there. Does feel good in the hand. That choke-up spot isn't so bad. You can get in there for doing some work. If you had something that you just want to be able to beat on and not worry about it, maybe even lose it and not feel too upset, this one might be it for the price that it is. The CRKT Piet does feel good in the hand. The action, there is only the hole, and if you notice, there's more access on this side than on that side. So as a righty, that's your thumb side. I don't know, you can kind of flick it out, but not very much. And then getting in there to finger flick that out is doesn't work well because of the way that cutout is. It's hard to get in there. But as a lefty, I can get in there with that middle finger and it flicks out really satisfying. So if you were a lefty and that is your favorite style of opening, then this knife works pretty good. But other than that, you're going to have to do a rollout, and it's just not quite the same on that action. But boom, when you open it, it does feel good. Nice little sharp little point. Good size. See how it does. The Cricket Piet. We have the Concept Accipiter. This one is a front flipper only. I don't know, can I? Oh, you can. Maybe. There, you can kind of flick it out if you put some pressure against that blade. I did the laser mark on this with the wings. Accipiter is a type of a bird of prey. So I found a wing. Got a little wing drawing there with some feathers on it to kind of accent that. Thought that was fun. It does have a pocket clip. Just have it off. Other than that, it's kind of a front flipper only. So requires a little bit of that front flipper ability, which sometimes is a little more difficult. But it does feel nice in the hand. Choke up spot, not as much. Not quite as much fidget factor. And the feel, it's okay. It looks nice. But the way the grip is, it kind of makes it feel like it's a little bit smaller of a knife. Might be nice if there's a little hole there, a little bit more for the fidget factor of it. Concept Accipiter. CRKT, we have the Compact CEO or Executive CEO. This one is nice. The action, it's flipper tab only. It's kind of a sleek design, something that's easy, sits in a nice pocket on some thin or dressy pants a little bit better. That profile of that just completely hidden looks nice. Only action is that, which does feel satisfying to flip out. It pretty much will flip out every time. No real fidget factor for that. Kind of a plain handle, not too long, but it's a user. If you have this in your pocket and you just need to make a couple little small cuts, it's not taking up a lot of space, and it does feel good. The CRKT Compact CEO. Couple left here. We have the X2 Seed. This one is a little chunk. It almost made it to the smaller knife list, but I kind of feel like it does feel bigger in the hand. It's wide, kind of chunky seed. So I ended up going into this larger mini knife category. Nice choke up spot. Does feel good. Action is nice. Flicks out real easy. Thumbs out pretty simple as well. The drop is nice. Feels good in the hand. It feels bigger than it is, and it's because of this round, chunky seed shape. It's thick. Blade does have a nice shape. Feels like you can get in there and do some nice cuts. Does have a little bit of a fidget factor, but kind of a clean, no nonsense. Couple ways to open it, but it does open satisfying. Feels good for making some cuts. The X2 Seed. Last one on the table, the original NAFS Lander. Simple, small, feels good in the hand. Nice kind of, you want to spread some peanut butter on a sandwich. This is the knife for you. The NAFS Lander is just kind of a simple, basic. It has a good feel, no real choke up spot, just that handle. You can grab onto it. Feels all right. Just a natural curve. Doesn't quite fit my hand perfect, but it does feel nice in the hand. Easy kind of user. Lock works well. Flips down, drops really nice. It's a solid blade. Could use some more jimps. Could flick it out easy enough. If you're just looking for a nice, solid, daily sandwich making user, the NAFS Lander. All right, so here they are. These are the larger scale of the Mini Knife Shootout. What I would like is to comment below. Give me your top 3. What are your 3 favorites of this group right here? And then I will take all those votes and we will probably cut the field in half and then go to the next. I don't know how many. Comment below if you have any thoughts. If you don't like the way I'm doing it, you have a better idea, I am accepting options. But we're going to make a cut, get rid of some of these, and then go on to the next test. And then we'll do another cut, and we'll do a few of those, and we'll get down to who is the champion of the larger mini knife world. It's obviously the Mini Paragon. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.